in today's workout with me, we're going to do a little core exercise with lots of extension, so lots of opening up the front of the body, because if you did yesterday's class, it would have been a lot of, well, it was a lot of push-ups and a lot of pressing work. So that's going to be done with using a pillow. If you do actually have a ball, you can use your ball for this, but I'm going to demonstrate with a pillow today. So my pillow is quite one of the tough ones. You want it to be quite high up, so I'm going to fold it over like so. So if you want to grab that now, give me a pause and just go grab that. And then for our second exercise, we're just going to work on a little bit of glutes. You know, it's one of my favourite things to do. But yeah, so if you've got your pillow, let's get started. Just placing it to the side for now. I'm just going to warm up with a couple of stretches. So legs out in front of you, and if you do feel tight in the hamstrings or the back, you can place your pillow underneath your bottom for this, if that helps at all. And we're just going to have the legs out in front of us, ideally trying to flex the toes, but if you've got a soft bend in the knees there, don't worry too much about that. I just want you to take a breath in. As you breathe out, think about leading with the chest and just reach forward over the legs. Now for some of you, you might feel a little bit stuck here. You might want to try and get high onto those sit bones. We're just going to reach forward with the chest. And let's just take a couple of breaths here, breathing in. As we breathe out, just reach a little bit further forwards. Now if you can grab your feet or ankles by this point, please do. And just letting the head be heavy as we now let it fall all the way down to the floor. So just letting the spine round now. We can soften the toes as well. And just relax down towards the legs. Let's take a couple of breaths here. As we breathe out, let the head be heavy to the floor. Good, and again, breathing in. Exhale. Good, and then coming all the way back up. Then from here, I'm just going to take the legs a little bit wider out to the sides. Again, if you're not on that pillow already, get on there if you just feel that back quite tight in this position. And we're just going to take ourselves over to one side this time. So swiveling the upper body. So you're trying to keep the hips still. Just rotate the upper body to the side. If you can, again, flex the feet and just reach forward over the legs. So I'm trying to keep a flat back. Mine mid-back naturally round, so I'm trying my best to reach out of the hips. Let's take a breath here. Exhale to reach a little bit further forward over the leg. Excellent, guys. And then again, just let the head relax down. Soften the toes if you wish. And if you're at the ankle, you can use the ankle to pull yourself a little bit closer towards the leg. Taking another breath. Exhale. And then just coming all the way back up. Let's take it to the other side, twisting the upper body. So again, my hips are staying still as I rotate. And then leaning the chest forward. So naturally, I try and round, I already am. So push into the floor, lift the chest up as much as we can, flex the toes if you can. Taking a breath in. Exhale. And then again, just rest the head down towards the legs where it feels comfortable. If you're still quite high up, don't worry, just relax the head down where you can. You can now soften the toes. Taking a breath in. Exhale, let the head be heavy. And then let's come all the way back up. This time, let's just take the legs into this frog position or butterfly, just allowing the hips to open up a little bit. And again, lead with the chest. Let's breathe in. Exhale as you push the chest forward. So if we're on that pillow, again, trying to get out the hips. Then from here, I like to bring my feet together as much as I can and just let the head rest down towards the floor. Now you can use your elbows to push the knees down or hands to push the knees down, but just let the head be heavy. Take a couple of breaths here. Exhale. And then slowly coming all the way back up. Perfect. Just cross the legs. If that's not comfortable, keep them out in front. But let's just bring our head over to one side. Place the hand onto the head. And just pull the head down towards the floor. Just taking a breath in. Exhale as you let the head be heavy. And then coming back up. Take it to the other side, hand onto the head, pull the head down towards the floor. Good. Take another big breath in. Exhale. Good. And then coming back up. So from here, I'm now going to use my pillow. Again, like I said, mine's quite a tough one. If anyone saw Gus's video, I'm trying not to beat up my cushion too much. So pillow folded over, and I want it underneath my chest, underneath my bra strap. So just bringing it there. So you want it in a position so your head can go over the top of it. If you feel like you want even more height here to get more of a stretch into the spine, it kind of depends how your spine's feeling. You can build this up a little bit more if you wish. So you're placing another cushion on top or stacking them up if they're quite skinny ones. So feet planted on the floor, making sure they're hip width. We want to make sure they're also parallel, so we're not turning out the feet. We want them in line like a number 11. Just bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide. And just relax the head all the way back. Really opening up the front of the body. So like I said, if you did yesterday's workout, you might feel quite tight in the chest, tight in the front of the body. So from here, just take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the head, the chest, and because you've got that little bit further movement to go, we can lift up a little bit more. Drawing the rib cage in. It's not a tuck. We want to keep the bottom heavy and then resting all the way back and down. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale to lift the head, the chest. Again, drawing the ribs in, pulling the navel to spine. And then resting all the way back. Nice, team. So we're going to keep this going nice and slowly. I really want you to focus on the breath. So it's not about forcing the head and neck up, just allowing it to lift as we draw the rib cage down towards the hip bones. And then coming back down. Inhale. Exhale to lift the head, the chest, drawing the ribs in. And then all the way back. Inhale. Exhale to lift the head, the chest, draw the ribs in, navel to spine, all the way back. Excellent, guys. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale to lift all the way up. Draw the ribs in, navel to spine. Now from here, I'm going to bring one leg to tabletop. So this time just adding in the head and chest with the leg. So tap the toes down. Inhale. Exhale to come up. Now I'm keeping the same angle of my leg, so don't let it shorten and just take it to here. It's moving from the hip. Inhale back. Exhale to lift up. Good. Every time you come up, draw the rib cage down and in. Pull the belly button into the back of the spine. And if you're quite high up, I want to say, let your back curve here. But if you're feeling any discomfort in the back going too far, then just keep the range of motion smaller, or take the cushions away, or take one of them away, if that helps alleviate some of the back starting to work. And like I said, curve is happening as we go back. We're letting the back naturally move as it should. Exhale to lift. And then just place that foot back down. Just rest the head back for a moment. Good. Open up the elbows. Notice any imbalances on the sides. One might be higher than the other. And then taking a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the head, the chest, and now lift the other leg to tabletop. Inhale as we tap the foot down. Exhale as we lift up, drawing the belly button into spine. And again, inhale back. Exhale to lift up. Good. Inhale back. Exhale to lift up. Really focusing on drawing the rib cage down and in as you come up. Good. Keep it going, guys. Really use your breath. Nice and slow. Fully empty the lungs as you lift up. Good. So when I really breathe out, my waistband can draw together, my belly button pulls into the spine. Good. Just 2 more. Exhale to lift. Last one. Exhale to lift. Placing the foot down and resting back for me. Well done, guys. Really open up the elbows. Open up the front of the body. And now, if this feels comfortable, straighten the legs away. If it's too much, keep them bent. And just feel the openness in the front of the chest. Like I said, yesterday's workout was quite a tough one. And then allow the arms to fall out. I haven't given myself much room, but allow the arms to go out to your sides. Really open up the front of the body. Soften the shoulders. Taking a big breath in. Exhale. One more time, big breath. Exhale. Good. And we're going to turn onto our side. Now, I do want you to keep the pillow underneath you. So, making sure it's underneath the ribs. So, my armpit isn't on the pillows. It's just on the side. Now, if this is uncomfortable on anyone's side, you can do the same thing without them. So, no problem if you want to take them away. If you're still using the ball, same thing with the ball. Don't know why I had to kick it into shot there to, prove it. I don't know. So, making sure the head is heavy onto the hand, knees are bent. So, making sure the feet are glued together, and you can just rest the hand onto the hip. From here, just lifting the top leg up. Start to bend the knee in towards the chest. And now flex that foot as we push the heel all the way out of the hip bone. Good. And again, inhale, bend it in. Exhale, pushing away. Good. Bending in. Inhale. Exhale, pushing away. Now, it's not about getting that leg behind you. It's just a slight squeeze back, just to feel the back of the hamstring switch on. And then bending it back in. Pushing away. Good. Just 2 more. Fully lengthen that leg. Last one. Keep the leg straight. Now from here, let the leg drift forward. Draw the navel in. If you're feeling those quads at all, try to focus on that connection of your lower tummy. The more you scoop in, get that punch in the tummy feeling. Hopefully they won't switch on as much. And then push the heel away for the squeeze into the back of the thigh. And again, drifting forward, scoop the abdominals in. And then drifting back for the squeeze in the thigh. Naturally, my body tries to move here. So letting it go back slightly as the leg goes forward. And then letting the leg go back. Good, just 2 more forward. Letting the leg go back. Last one. Letting the leg go back. Good, now bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Same thing, let the leg go forward, but we're going to open up to look to the ceiling. Good, and again, take it back, draw the waist in to come to centre, drift towards the floor, let the leg go back. Good, I'm just going to bring myself further forward so I have more room. Nice, guys, so taking it back and we look down to the floor. As we take it forward, we twist, 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 look up to the ceiling. Use your waistband, draw it in to bring you back every time. Again, as you come to centre, lift the pelvic floor, draw the lower tummy muscles in and taking it forward. Good, just one more time. Looking to the floor. Good, and now come back to centre, keep reaching the leg away. And now starting to twist the leg inside the hip. So I'm tilting the toes to the floor, tilting to the ceiling. It's not my hip rocking back and forward, rotating inside the hip. See how much rotation you can get there. Really twisting inside the hip bone. Nice, guys, keep it going, fully moving inside that hip. Last two. Good, and now keep the foot opened up to the ceiling. Tiny circles here. Focus on the movement going back and back and back. Good, keep reaching the leg away. Notice, want to keep that leg on the floor as heavy as we can. It might move a little bit for balance. And now reverse the circle. Keep reaching that leg out of the hip. Focus on reaching back. Try and keep it turned out. Last three. 2 and 1. Rest the leg down. Good. And just take a side stretch over your pillows. So taking this top arm over, pulling it over to the side. Keep reaching this top leg away. And I'm now going to take this top leg further back. So walk it back. Good. Then from here, keep the thigh as far back as we can as we now bend the knee. So I'm really feeling the length into the front of the thigh. That should feel quite nice as well if those quads are tight from the lunges. Good, take a couple of breaths here. Exhale. If you are near the wall like I am, you can kind of use it to keep the foot where it is and get more of a stretch. Take one more breath. Exhale. Good. And let's bring that leg back. Push yourselves up. And let's take the leg that we just had. That's going to stay tucked behind. And then you're going to bring the other leg forward. And then just come down onto elbows. If this isn't comfortable, come up a little bit higher. Or if it is and you can keep your knee down, then lie all the way back onto the floor. My hips are still tight, so I'm going to stay up. So stay up onto those elbows if you need to. Let's take a couple of breaths here, guys. Breathing in. Exhale, let that knee be heavy to the floor. Good. And then coming back up, I'm going to switch to the other side. I'm going to move my pillow, but obviously you guys might just be able to switch around whichever way is easiest. So, from here, again, we've got the cushion underneath ribs. My armpit's not on it, it's over to the side. Placing the hand onto the head. Now from here, lifting the top leg up. Just make sure that the knees just in front, feet in line with bottom. Bend the knee in, allow the foot to flex, and then push the heel away. Bending the knee in, and then push the heel away. Good, so really lengthen the leg out of the hip. Fully push the heel away, and then bending in. Fully push the heel away, and bending in. So as I bend in, naturally some people tuck under here. I want you to stick your bottom out, arching into the spine a little bit more, and then pushing away. 2 more, bending in, pushing away. Last one, bend, pushing away. Now from here, allow the leg to drift forward, draw the navel into the back of the spine, and then drifting back. And it's all about lengthening out of that hip. Reach forward, and then lengthen back out of the hip. Nice and slow, guys. Keep breathing through, scoop the tummy in, and then lengthening back. And again, naturally my body's now moving with it, leaning back slightly as the leg goes forward, and then drifting back. Letting it drift forward, and then drifting back. Now we add in the upper body, so from the centre, hand behind the head now, elbow wide. Drift the leg forward, open up to the ceiling, and then drifting back. Drifting the leg forward, open up to the ceiling. As I drift back, I look down towards the floor. Drifting forward, open up to the ceiling, drifting back, look down towards the floor. Just one more time, let's go forward. Take it all the way back, twist down towards the floor. Then come back to centre. Keep zipped up and in that waist. We haven't got any banana backs here, drawing the navel in. From here, keep pushing the leg out of the hip as we rotate to the floor, rotate to the ceiling. Rotate to the floor, rotate to the ceiling. So trying to get full motion into that hip. Keep pushing the heel away, making that leg longer. Good, guys. Keep pushing it away for 2. And 1. Keep that foot open to the ceiling. Let's circle back and back. Feel the squeeze into your bottom. So really keeping that turn out. So my toes are opening up to the ceiling. Back and back. Nearly there for 2. 1. Reverse the other way. Keep pushing that heel away. Lengthening the leg. Make the leg longer. Nearly there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Rest the leg down. Amazing. We're going to take a side stretch. So reaching that top arm over, pulling the arm over. And let's take that top leg slightly further back. Then from there, to increase the stretch, we bend the knee. Tuck the leg behind. Haven't given myself much room, but try and give yourself lots of room here to go further back. Feel the stretch into the front of the thigh at the same time. Good. Take a couple of more breaths here. Letting that leg go further back. Good. Then from here, pushing yourselves up. And let's bring that underneath leg straight out in front. And again, coming back to the hands. That other leg stays tucked behind. Hands all coming down to elbows. Let's take a couple of breaths here. As we breathe out, sinking down into the floor. If you can lay down, please lie down onto the floor. One more big breath. Exhale. Good. And then coming back up. From here, just coming onto the knees for me. Then from there, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Let's take a breath in. As we breathe out, round the back. Scoop the belly button up and in. Then come back to centre. Stick the tailbone out the other way. Good, and again, come back, round the spine. Good, stick the tailbone out. One more time, chest up, shoulders down. Then let the knees go wide, bring your bottom onto your heels. If this isn't comfortable for some of you, keeping up, bring the hands forward, same thing, chest heavy. Taking a breath here. Exhale. Then I'm going to bring myself forward to lie down onto my front. So again, let's stretch out the front of the body from all the push-ups and handstand push-ups. So hands underneath shoulders, trying to bring them closer towards the chest, like in our push-up position. Breathing in here. As you breathe out, start to lift the head, the chest, and pushing up to the top. At the very top, take a breath. Exhale, let's sink the ribs heavy to the floor, chest back down to the floor, and relax the head. Again, breathing in. Exhale as you lift the head and chest. Again, glide the shoulders down the back, squeeze the glutes. Take a breath in. Exhale as we melt the hips down, melt the rib cage down, chest heavy, head heavy. And from here, just bringing one hand out to the side, my other hand stays where it is. I'm going to bend my opposite leg to this straight arm and allow that leg to now come across. So just feeling the stretch into the pecs, into the chest, turn the head, and you can allow that leg to go a little bit further. Maybe also feeling this in the shoulder. Then just coming slightly back, reposition that arm, try and take it higher now. Same thing. Oh, definitely feeling tighter there. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Exhale. Good, one more time. And then coming back, I'm going to take it to the other side. I'm just going to shuffle myself. So, other hand out straight. And then tucking the other leg in, so the opposite leg to the straight arm that's out. Reach that leg over. So starting with a stretch in the shoulder. Taking a breath here. Exhale. Good. Then coming back slightly, reposition the arm so it's more at a higher up angle, can't think of the word, but further up above the head in a diagonal line. Again, reaching up and over. So really feel that into the front of the body. Take a couple of breaths, sinking down. Excellent work, guys. Then coming back. Slowly pushing yourselves back up. I'm just going to come up onto my bottom. And just bring the head over to the side. Slowly roll the chin to the chest. Feel the stretch as you take it to the other side. And then again, rolling it over. Let's do one more on each side. Roll the chin to chest. Roll it to the other side. Then coming back up. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And thank you very much, team. Have a lovely rest of your day, whichever time you're doing this. But yeah, take care. Bye.